Hey everyone, welcome back to our playthrough of Disco Elysium. Today we're gonna be asking about Ruby. I think that's the only thing we can do. Find a murder weapon. We can try to find. And ask about the tattoos. We don't have that many things to do. And that's all, really. Well, yep, that's all I can think of what we can do. So if you do enjoy this episode, remember to like and subscribe, and we're just gonna get into it. Came here to ask about her. First to this old woman.
The policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
Have you seen a redhead woman named Ruby around the coast?
Nay, I haven't seen anyone lately.
But do you know who I am talking about?
This is my little cinder block town. I know what goes on around here.
She's being evasive. She knows something.
There was a murder in Martinaise. She might be a suspect. We would appreciate your help.
Correct.
Would you now? I know how this world works, and it doesn't work when people tell on each other.
This is like, sure, this is like when the man locked himself in the woodshed. We just need help to help her come out.
No, it's not like that, man. With him, we called you. Right now, you just arrived by yourself, like a raven plucking at the window glass.
Enough of this. She better start talking right now.
I see. You know something, but you decide not to tell us.
There's not much to tell. People come and go. Now, was there something else?
I see, ma'am. I hope you don't mind if we look around anyway.
You should look around your shack. Maybe she's rented it out to others too.
Around my shack? Oh. Well, we can look at that before.
As you look at the floorboards in this corner of the shack, it's clear one of them isn't quite level with the others.
I never noticed.
The edge of a floorboard next to it looks scratched.
Move the
Hollow
board aside.
space underneath the floorboards is dark and damp. You can barely make out the mixture of sand and sawdust below.
What's in
Nothing
there?
particular catches your eye. Looks like more reeds. There might be something hidden inside the sand, though. Something bad. Someone's night thoughts. A last resort. A bad idea.
Search through the sand and
You
sawdust.
stick your hand in and start combing through the sand. Dry, not like outside. Fine dust. And then something hard wrapped in paper.
What
A
is it?
small cylindrical object. You pull it out. A bullet. A 9mm bullet, to be exact. Fit for all muzzle loaders of that caliber.
This bullet isn't from the breach roller like the murder
The
weapon.
floorboard isn't interested. Maybe the washerwoman is. You have enough to confront her with. It's extra ammunition. She's locked and loaded, ready to fight some cops. Holding the bullet, you get the feeling this isn't ammunition against you. It's for herself.
Uh-huh. Do we need to tell Kim?
Yes?
Nope. Let's talk to this lady.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
Why was there a bullet under the floorboard of your shack?
Damn that girl.
And without anger, a long and harsh life has taught her not to buckle under pressure.
A bullet? You didn't put it there, did you? She did.
Gone and hid things in there? She's usually a good tenant, and not a stupid one either.
You rented the room to her.
Yes, I let my room to that Ruby girl. As I've done before when she's been in trouble or just looking for solitude. I've made it clear. We welcome all kinds of people here.
When was this? Well, yeah, when was this?
She came last Friday, left on Monday in a hurry. What has she gotten herself into, that girl?
She seems genuinely worried about her previous tenant. She's seen her hiding out from trouble before. But this seems different.
That's for the police to find out. Right then, please answer each question to the best of your ability. I'm sure we have a few.
You said she left Monday.
Yes, early with the dogs, around 8 o'clock, I think.
Is the room exactly as she left
I
it?
cleaned it, like I always do.
Was there anything else there?
No,
The truth, sire.
What is she like, Ruby?
she's good company. Knows how to talk to an old woman. At my age, you don't get a lot of quality conversation. So I really appreciate that about her.
Did she talk to you much during her last stay?
No, she was mostly silent this time. Kept to herself.
What do you mean?
She tried not to let it show, but I could tell she hadn't come to fish. Usually she likes to cast a few lines, but this time she mostly stayed in her room.
Why do you think she left the bullet there?
How would I know? She's a gruff one, but not violent. She doesn't go around toting a gun.
You could ask her about your hunch, that it was a desperate measure. See if she thinks Ruby fits the bill.
I have a possible explanation in mind.
Aye. Do tell.
It's an exit plan.
Exit from what?
Her life.
The lieutenant stops writing for a moment. He looks at you, then at the old woman.
No, she's a fighter.
She really believes that.
Or she was heavy drinking with anger issues. Have you ever witnessed this kind of behavior?
Nothing of the sort. Sure, she was no stranger to the bottle. She fit in that way. But I only knew her to have a beer on the beach while watching the sunset. She isn't what you'd call a drunk. Even offered me some from time to time. Said it was part of the communal life. But I never saw her lose control of herself the way some people do.
Did she have any technical equipment with her, like a radio?
Not that I know of, though she was into nice music. She once showed me a few mixtape milieux she'd made. Although I guess she was pretty handy with the mechanical and technical stuff. Even fixed the heater in the shack. You should be thankful for that.
Okay, I'm just gonna put out a wild guess here. And I'm probably wrong. But why do I feel like Ruby's, what's her face at the church with the speedheads, the ones we don't know anything about, that won't tell her about herself? That's who I feel like it is, but I probably could be pretty wrong. Maybe we just never seen her. I would assume that we haven't seen her, I guess. Where did she go?
I don't know. Further up the coast. She tried to leave quietly, but the hinges on that door screeched like a cat in heat. Woke me up. I heard her rushing in those heavy boots, heading up north.
It's a peninsula. She might be trapped.
You'll never find her, you know. She knows the coast like the back of her hand. You only just arrived.
I wouldn't worry about that, ma'am. We are persistent.
Further up the coast we go then.
Are you sure you would rather stay here? Get a nice cozy fire going in the heater? Seems like a better idea to me.
The failed electric mural. You feel like you should go look at it again. Step closer this time.
Okay.
One thing, officer. If you do find her, please go easy on her.
She really means it. It's an honest plea.
She's a good girl. Whatever she's gotten herself mixed up in.
We let the vigil went up, explore the coasts for signs. So he wants us to go to, I think, that building where the dude was talking, right? Relax, it's not yours. You didn't crash that. What's up here? Where am I at? Oh, this is the boardwalk. Oh. Imagine why calls become terrible or something. Okay. Oh. Buzz. The electricity flows through the wires with audible power. This isn't the right area. Or is it? Yeah, it is. It's over here. Arn Van Dyke. Oh, what about him? You haven't talked to him in a minute.
Hello. Isn't this a fine morning?
I'm looking for a suspect. Have you seen anyone suspicious around?
No, I'm afraid I can't help you with this one, officer. It's just a regular day off for me and Mikhail here.
It's been 5 days of you having off.
So you haven't seen anyone around?
No, I'm sorry. As I said, this is just a day off. We just arrived anyway.
There's something friendly and familiar in how he says that. A day off. He's telling the truth. He hasn't seen anyone.
So it wants us to look at this again.
You see a once bright mural towering above you. The signage has peeled off over the years, but you can still make out Feld Electrical R&D. A slogan used to intertwine with the loops a long time ago.
Okay.
Now, only a shadow of peeled letters remains. It says, "Tomorrow is just a whisper away."
Step closer.
Above the mural, a collapsed roof, broken windows set in walls
Is
that are
it?
cracking and will soon also fall, and the coastal breeze rustling and sighing in the remains of the edifice. Feld Electrical, you only know them as a small company that makes ink cartridges. Looks like they used to be big.
Right.
There's something in the wind. Sometimes the only way to go forward is to fail first.
What do you mean? They think Ruby could be here? Okay. Could Ruby be in there?
In there? She could. Or she could be in the identical room over there. Or in that boat shack.
Oh, right.
In that church tower, maybe.
Why single out this one building?
Listen to the wind. It's very high.
Even though
What if we
you're
didn't get it?
sure you succeeded, all is quiet. There is no cold hand brushing against your forehead, no rustle in the reeds. The wind has died down. The ruin in front of you is silent as a tomb.
What was I attempting to do here?
Trying to talk to the wind. The
Oh.
city, whatever you thought would happen, did not. And now you're just standing there in the pale of the morning, with your hands fallen to your side. Is trying to talk to the city something you've done before? Is it in your secret repertoire? A trick for when you're out of ideas? A prayer of sorts? To Revachol?
She could be anywhere. How do we find
Or
her?
do we? I was really hoping she'd be in the village. Okay. She's probably north of the village, and this place is a peninsula. We already scanned most of the outdoor areas on our wild cryptid hunt, so we have an understanding of the geography, at least.
True.
And then there's the church. We've already searched that and can rule it out. I know it doesn't feel like progress, but exclusion is a step too. Anyway, we do it the old-fashioned way, sector by sector. Go over the whole peninsula, ask the locals, enter the places where we can enter first, like we did in the village.
And if we don't find her.
Then, if we're desperate, we can look where we can't enter. Bunkers, storm drainage, this place. I'm sure it won't come to that.
Walk the coast, the old boardwalk, the reeds. You can always come back here and talk to the wind again.
I mean, we do it again.
Look where it already... Suddenly, there's a sigh, carried on the molecules around you, moving, flowing from high pressure to low pressure, like that of a woman emptying her lungs. She wraps the collapsing stone box in front of you in her breath, flowing through it.
Where does it go?
In through the collapsed roof, flowing down a concrete staircase to the basement, sweeping away footprints in the dust on the stairs, and then the beach below the boardwalk, its winding tunnels, a whisper away.
What is happening?
She's down there.
What? I think she's down there, below the building.
Okay. Why?
The wind told me.
So, how do we get in there? The doors were on the collapsed side of this building. They're gone, basically.
Finally, my time to shine.
There's a ladder next to the sign. Perhaps we can climb it and enter the roof.
Perhaps you can climb them. We are not climbing anything. I'm 43 years old, and I plan to live to see 70.
There has to be a way to use brute force. Climbing sounds unsafe. Brute force is safe. Look around and find something to break if the ladder fails.
Sheesh. Huh. So we're looking around here. Okay, that's the ladder. And he said look for something to... Ooh, what's this? Oh, what's this? The beam is splintered, the bridge didn't collapse on its own. Artillery broke it. Okay, what's this?
An old pipe peeks out from beneath the rotten boards of the boardwalk. Could this be an alternative path into the felled building?
How would you get up in there?
A building like this must have multiple doors serving various functions. Perhaps a basement access.
Come closer and look
Your
in.
eyes slowly begin to adjust to the darkness inside the drainage pipe. The lieutenant looks over your shoulder.
What's in there?
A thin layer of snow gleams inside the pipe.
What else?
As your eyes adjust, you see some trash. Crumpled up newspapers, cigarette butts. Someone has half-heartedly spray-painted skulls on the right side. And nothing. Broken glass from bottles thrown against the walls of the pipe. A syringe.
This looks like a great place to stash narcotics. I want to make sure there's nothing hidden in there children might pick up.
I see. Another stop on your crusade against narcomania. I was hoping we were in pursuit of a murder suspect.
Can we get in the field building through the pipe?
Given that this isn't a martial arts thriller, it's highly unlikely, and not without risk to our health either. However, the pipe suggests there may be an entrance to the basement around... And it's right here. A maintenance door.
Pull the door apart, I guess.
You and the lieutenant use all your weight into pushing the doors apart, but you're not quite synchronizing your efforts. They slam shut again before you can enter.
Let's take a breather and try this again later. It's very tough.
Okay. I mean, I guess we could try to climb the ladder.
A rusty ladder leads to the rooftop. Some of the rungs are missing.
I see that.
Yeah, that doesn't look good at all.
Okay, assess the
The
situation.
distances between the remaining rungs are rather wide.
Yeah.
You'd have to use the mounting brackets. However, they seem corroded and the peeling rust is razor sharp. In addition, the first rung is going to be tough to reach. It's what, 3 meters above the ground? And you're 180?
Seems about
Not
right.
to mention that the roof is collapsing and the wind gets pretty brutal up there. Dismounting from the ladder is going to be hard. Perhaps if you were to not climb the ladder. What if you were to reconceptualize climbing the ladder?
Oh.
Astral projection. Be open-minded about this.
What if I just teleport?
Teleportation is not a thing.
Oh.
Even if it isn't, no one told you.
If it is a thing for me, I can't remember. It's not a thing.
That's not how physics work, detective. And even if it were, wouldn't you need some kind of apparatus? A teleportation field or...
What are they talking about?
Teleportation, Mikhail. It's generally thought impossible.
It won't hurt to
Oh
try.
yes, it could hurt. A lot.
Okay.
On second thought, maybe teleportation isn't a thing.
Why?
Because you're just standing there squeezing your buttocks and
Ken.
nothing is happening.
I'm not teleporting.
You're not. Please, don't try to climb the building. We'll get in another way.
Okay. I'm going to assume those are the only two ways, but... There's my... Oh, it's empty.
A few locusts trudge along the wall of the trap. The rest are piled in a heap in the corner, dead. No phasmid anywhere. Poor things.
Oh, let's check the other... Where's the other one at? Oh, this one has ones in it.
The trap is filled with dead and dying locusts. Most of them aren't moving anymore. You still can't see a phasmid anywhere. Poor things.
Depression. Sadness. So, around this way, and just make sure there's no other way than this physical instrument thing. See, there's... It's this way. Have we ever went this way? Oh yeah, we have. This is where that dead body was.
There's some tear.
I don't think there's anything else. Let's look. Well, we're next to the church. We haven't asked them about turning back time, so we might as well. Ask them about it. Oh, what's this? Prayer book has been left open.
Oh, hey, man. It's good to see you. Goodbye, officer.
Welcome back.
Might as well try.
The silver bird has already flown away. I will catch it later.
What about you?
Yo, man. What's on your mind?
Huh?
Good morning! Yeah! Harder car!
Okay. Apparently can ask them about that.
Yes, what is it?
Have you seen anyone suspicious? Say a woman named
What?
Ruby.
No, no one's suspicious around here.
She has not seen her, sire. 'Tis true.
I don't know what to ask about the tattoos.
Yo, man.
What's with the
They're
clothes?
hardcore.
That's it?
They're just clothes.
I thought there would be more to
It's
it.
just a style, you know. Normal hard style. Anyone can wear it.
Why are you suspicious about everything?
Suspicious people are esoteric people. We don't go around spilling everything to Johnny Law. They don't call me Noid for nothing. It took us setting out for this whole enterprise to get our signs synced.
Why are you called Noid anyway?
It's short for paranoid.
Oh. What are you suspicious of?
It'd be easier to list stuff I'm not suspicious of.
Oh.
I'm not suspicious of sound and colour. Mechanics and chemistry also have a trueness about them. Most anything else deceives. Wants to steal your life away.
Oh.
This is a good, dangerous line of questioning. You should prod him on.
And what are the most suspicious
I
things?
don't have a top 10 list of things I'm most suspicious of, but if I had one,
If I had
the
one.
left-right complex would be number 1. Number 2 would be their sole accomplishment, the pig-wheat paradigm.
Something is off here. You feel like it should be the other way around.
Pig-wheat complex?
No, politics is an inert complex of daily corruption and inane think pieces. The real paradigm is economic, and it concerns pig and wheat. This is where the innovation happens. It's only a theory, but I suspect they're breeding a pig-wheat hybrid. Probably in Grad.
Doesn't that mean you're mentally
Mental
ill?
illness is a term the powers use to homogenise people. I think I don't reach mental illness. I am merely politically ill. A
Oh.
suspicious element.
Well, that's
His
stimulating.
eyes flicker.
What do you think about the church?
It's a miracle of carpentry. Dead bodies carved into total shapes. Now it can be something more.
What style of the church
A
building?
cop who's into building critique. Okay then. This is folk DeLoreanism. Lawmongerer. It's a subset of early DeLorean architecture.
And what is DeLorean architecture like?
Total. Everything between an ancient concrete cathedral and a glass cube is DeLoreanism. This is just
it?
an homespun version of it. Folksy stuff. Early mass production. They made thousands like this. Does that help you out?
What would a DeLorean building look
Like
like?
that woman there. Vertical, thin, white. A false image of grandeur. The source of the
Grandeur.
system is up there. You're at the bottom. They really dug that power vertical. Like to show off large and intricate structures. Arches, spires. Put you down with them. They were really into painting everything white too. Virginal shit, you know.
Virginal!
Married shit. Virtue and tyranny.
This church isn't painted white. It's like black, as far as I could
Stands
tell.
to reason it used to be white on the outside before the sea wind took all the paint off.
Year after year, flake after flake, whitewashed clean, then covered in green moss.
How are you settling in?
Hard to say, cop man.
Hot man!
Signs in here are distinctly wild. Gonna take a while before everything's properly synced. I did get to talk to the crab man though.
You mean Tiago?
Anyway, he's been giving me kind of a psychic rundown of this place. Dude's seen some crazy shit, but he's actually a lot like us.
You mean all this mother love stuff and isn't too spooky for
Have you been listening to what Egg's been saying? Love is hardcore, man. And the mother's love is the hardest core of all.
Oh.
The man picks up on stuff. And he knows a lot about the church. I got a lot to learn from him. Good thing you didn't squash him.
Okay. Get me out of this junk. This nightmare. Okay. I do need to buy some medication. So let's go there. We haven't tried talking to the girl in here about stuff, so I don't know who else we could talk to about the tattoos. Yes. The yellow roses in the window, those aren't the flowers that were left for Cassie. Yeah, okay.
Is this about the questions again? Because I don't really know anything.
Okay.
A colourful display of
Again, I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health.
a small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays,
Okay, here. Okay, here. I hope Saint Bat-
I need to buy
A
more
small
of those.
cabinet on the wall is filled with
Okay, okay.
Okay. Because we be doing some dumb shit. Okay. We're healthy boys now. We have enough to live. Did we ask him about the...
Looking for something, Aunt?
I don't know who else to ask. You?
Still here, stuck in this.
Maybe this crazy lady over here. So we really didn't do anything with her.
The woman, look, girl child, you hear her say.
Huh? What is it? What do you want? Yes, go.
About traveling back in time. Oh? Where did that go? Maybe we can ask the bookstore lady.
Hello again, esteemed officer.
Apparently not.
Shelves filled to the brim with shelves full of biographies of famous people, whoever they are.
I don't know if we need to buy any of these.
Several maps. The maps look old and faded. This large map, Ozon, disintegrated in the northeast. You can lost 800 of the ocean connection. 850.
We looked at that. That's okay. We don't care about that.
This bookstore is not strictly about crime, romance, and biographies of famous people. There's also a wide range of paranatural literature. Amidst the various books, you find one written by someone named Matthias W. Dundas. It's about wholeness, unity, balance. These three things are very important to the working class mind. The point of the book, and many others on this shelf, is to give people medicinal advice in situations where they don't have access to paid health services.
Ew, interesting.
Various paranatural books still litter the shelf.
Okay, well, that's not who. I don't know who it can be. We've asked her, I think we asked, like, what does it say? Turn back the wheels of time. We've asked a lot of people. Did we need to talk to Measurehead? I don't know. The victim's tattoos. We didn't ask that guy about it. Ask another about the possible meeting. I don't know how to get this one to go away. Who did we ask about this? We asked what's-her-face. Can we... We can't ask... What's his face about it anymore?
Right to work! Hell no. His neck, it just has to be said. That was not a convincing line. Fucking Bob. You hear it. I'm going to... How about you?
Okay.
There could be weapons aiming at us right now. Fucking loincloth.
Oh,
Loincloth? Now you see, that's not really what a scab would say, is it? Better, the man's breathing steadies, but his eyes are still narrow.
Yeah, I can't ask him anymore. I don't know what to do. Oh, there's a window here? What? Oh. Can you turn back time?
Hola, wandering man.
Nope. I'm very confused.
Your race descent has temporarily halted, but you will fall again.
I don't know if I have anything for suggestion. Oh. +1 suggestion. That's -1 suggestion. Drama. -1. None of these give minus suggestion, right?
Your race descent has temporarily halted, but you will fall again.
I mean, we might as well try.
It's obvious.
What?
You need to steer the conversation to the topic that interests him the most. Something that he'd like to discuss with another man, in private. Other than race science, what else do you think he's into? Tattoos? Perhaps socialism? Seeing that he's working for the Union.
Socialism?
Doubtful. Women, however. He's surrounded himself not only with 1 or 2, but 3 stellar babes. What's more, all these girls seem to be koikos. What's up with that? You have to find out. What's his deal with Grad?
Listen, there's something personal I'd like to discuss with you.
Personal?
About stuff.
Curvo, you're gonna let him eye-fuck me like that, John?
You mean the babes? Huh, I see. Perhaps we should talk in private. Come with me.
What about the lieutenant? What about the case? You don't have time for this. At least not right now. Maybe later.
What about the lieutenant?
You go ahead and have your talk. I need a few things from Frit anyways. We'll catch up later.
Women. Racism. Turning back time. It couldn't interest him less.
Okay, sure, I can handle this.
The
No biggie.
lieutenant nods, then puts away his notebook. He's ready to go.
We can talk without the pedomorph. It's me and you this time.
Alright, let me know when you're ready to go.
I am not going anywhere. And neither is my mother's office.
Alright, let's do this before anyone changes their mind.
I'm ready to talk.
This way. Processed meat man.
We're gonna miss you, Jean.
Ew.
The lieutenant nods, ready to spend some time on his own.
Bye.
He couldn't be happier to get out of this conversation.
True.
Don't worry, babe. This won't take long.
Where are we going? Oh, here? That's a big man!
So, women, huh?
Strange. He seems different in here. Less monolithic, somehow. The room feels soporific in its silence. Dust particles twirling around
I don't
in
really
the
like
air.
women. Yeah, women.
Women.
I don't really like women.
And that's what you wanted to talk about? That you don't like women? What is this really about?
I really need to find a way to turn back
We
time.
already established that. Tell me, what drives you to search for such fantastique measures?
It's about her. Revachol.
That is a lie you administer yourself.
What?
Like heart medicine. Go without it one day, and your heart will stop. Men only want to reverse
Why is he in all
time for
capital
one
letters?
reason. They say it's about honor, justice, revenge, regret, redemption, and a plethora of false reasons. But further back, deeper in, it is always love that drives them.
Is it?
I'm going to do you a kindness, Poopa. I'm going to share a secret with you. Here is the secret. There is no love in the past, only the present. The past is made of static images, distorted memories, demented nostalgia. This, the present, with all its possibilities, innumerable hits and misses, is far superior. It is a living organism.
Okay.
Maybe, if you inquire more about the present, you'll figure out the secret of returning to the past. What about all the women that surround him? Is the love extended for them as well? There's something else you need to clear up with him, man to man. Why you knocked him out.
What's up between you and the
You
babes?
are trying to insinuate something. This impotent psychological manipulation does not work on me. Speak up, Poopa.
I thought you didn't like women of other races, including Kojak.
Your mind is unable to capture the nuances of this particular situation. It exceeds the limits of your emotional intelligence and your genetic imagination. Do not even try.
Aren't you afraid a woman might get pregnant?
Poopa, I belong to the SRS. And voluntary offspring production, chimeric or regular, is not an issue for me.
SRS seems to be missing from your records. Is it some kind of performance enhancement supplement?
Is it a performance enhancement supplement you're taking?
The Semen Retention Society.
Huh?
It does not surprise me that you know nothing about it. Masturbateurs Anonymous is probably an organization you're more familiar with.
What?
The SRS is a closed group of strong-willed individuals who have dedicated themselves to building up strategic semen reserves.
Huh?
It takes iron will and razor-sharp focus, far beyond your spiritual potential.
An enormous expenditure of willpower to build up strategic semen reserves. You had me at willpower. Let's do it.
Sounds exciting. How do I join?
I just told you, you don't. It's not meant for a feeble and traumatized mind like yours. Only after years and years of emotional, psychological, and spiritual power lifting can a man
This
start
conversation is
looking
crazy.
into joining the SRS.
What's so great about the present?
Look around you. Look at the advancements in the sexual sciences. All the novel techniques, accessories, preservatives, massage oils,
Not the massage oil.
lubrication salves,
Not the lubrication.
abortion clinics.
What are you on about?
And the women.
What is he on
Women who
about?
shave and are capable of understanding concepts like polyamory and coitus casualis. The coico and the promiscuity are at the forefront of all that.
Oh.
But promiscuity leads to drama.
Now, what are these novel techniques? I don't think anyone's being promiscuous with me. I wish they were, though.
Desperation, wishful thinking, confusion. No woman wants to create a lasting psychosexual bond with a man enthralled to his biological impulses. You have to shed this infantile shell if you ever wish to find a worthy mate.
Everything's revolving around women and sex with this guy. What's that about?
You're very focused. You see comfortable. Do you like this place? No. You're very focused on women and
We
sex.
are life. Life is sexuality. Sexuality in competition with sexuality. The sexuality of other organisms. The point of any competition is to win.
When what exactly?
The future. In a biological sense, the man whose essence, whose genetic blueprint is passed on to the most hosts, down to the most generations, fulfills his biological purpose to the greatest extent. This is the love victory.
What about the Semen Retention Society?
Yeah, what about your semen club?
Semen Retention Society. I told you, this is a simplification. Climax is not required for victory. In fact, it is discouraged. A true man retains his essence.
That doesn't seem healthy.
It is far more masculine to pass on a blueprint of your mind and your spirit than your flesh.
What is happening?
Women give birth to flesh, and men give birth to spirit. Spirit is immortal.
This man is on the highest amount of
He has a
tracks.
point. While an idea
Ain't
is
no
born
way.
potentially immortal, flesh is always doomed to die. Spirit is housed in flesh. No one cares about your fancy ideas if you're getting beaten up behind a bar.
There is a competitive element to sex, I
Your
agree.
agreement means nothing to me. You're a man defeated by love. It is plain to see. It is in your face, in your voice, in your heart. Love takes courage. You did not have enough. You had a little, too little. That is why we are in my mother's office.
This is your mother's
You have come to
office.
me, seeking wisdom in the sexual arts.
Have I?
Do not waste this opportunity on sycophantic personality mirroring.
Ouch.
He's so mean.
It will serve you poorly in the great war of love.
You seem comfortable here. Do you like this place?
Yes, I have always liked this place. It is my favorite. When I was a kid, I used to come here and wait for my mother to finish her work. Great times were had here, filling in the great coloring book of the Semenine flora and fauna, the carrion flowers and the monotremes, the mangrove forests and the megabots. And the couch. The couch is very comfortable. Even though it is very small, there is no couch like this one.
The couch does look very cozy. He's right about that.
So, does your mother work here?
No.
But she used to.
Yes.
She retired?
She did, yes. With great honors. The greatest, some say. A true modern ritual. The entire organization attended when she was given the honorary engraved paperweight. It was a tender day.
There should be something here. A memory, a feeling, even if it's just a glimpse. But the depths of your psyche remain silent. You don't have a single memory of your mother.
Can't remember anything about my mother.
I am not surprised.
Oh.
You are like the runt of the litter, abandoned, incapable of nurturing a woman's love. Our mothers are the ones who teach us to receive affection from the opposite sex. A bond you have clearly not experienced.
I feel like I have a wife.
Instead, you have developed this unhealthy obsession with the past. Standing before me, hoping to turn back time. This is not the answer. Reinvent yourself from defeat.
About knocking you out
Don't
earlier.
apologize. My women liked it. It is important to appear vulnerable sometimes. Vulnerability nurtures emotional contact. Emotional contact amplifies the ecstasies of sex. Like ivy, we are intertwined. Weak and strong. Man and woman. Mother and child.
You seem to have set idea of masculinity. I wonder where it comes
This
from.
is no time for vague generalities.
Generalities.
There is something else on your mind. Ask the question you intended to ask or face your cowardice.
Time to get personal. He's finally ready to open up to you.
All right, what made you Measurehead?
The only man worth being called a man. Father Jairzino.
Who?
Father Iazinio. Sounds like some kind of mystic. Or a magician.
Is Father Genuzio a mystic?
No. A welder.
An honest job for an honest man.
How did he make you?
Father Jairzino made me hard, where my mother made me soft. Together, they made me complete.
Very poetic, but you're avoiding the question. How did
Father
raise
Jairzino was very wise. He realized that if the tender touch of my mother wasn't opposed, I would turn into a complete pussy. So he did what a man must. He became a counterweight of iron. Through scarcity, ascesis, discipline, and respectful distance every father should have for his son.
Hopefully, he at least taught his son some welding.
Did he teach you welding at least?
No, I am not interested in welding.
Is he your biological father?
Yes. I inherited my genetic makeup from Father Jairzino. I am an evolution of him. He is immortalized in my essence, even after his physical body expires.
Why do you call him Father Jairzino, then?
Because Father Jairzino is my father, and his name is Jairzino.
Oh, thanks for sharing all that.
I am merely offering a small glimpse of functional family dynamics. Something you were clearly deprived of.
I'm sure your dad thinks you're an apex predator, top dog.
No, he does not. But it doesn't matter. I shouldn't care, and I don't, what he thinks. I am myself, not him. This is how he taught me.
Intellectual independence. Definitely something worth celebrating.
I merely must turn to the past now.
Clearly, it is impossible for you to shed your neurotic obsession. This wailing for the past is a task unfit for men. It is better left for widows mourning their husbands, and for mentally ill communists mourning their commune. If you want advice on babes, or the mysteries of life, or even on Revachol, look forward. To escape your defeated state, you need to move forward. On to future victories.
But isn't he a traditionalist? Why does he keep talking about future?
I thought you were a traditionalist.
I am not a traditionalist. Life on this planet does not move backwards. The ivy moves forwards, covering the whole door. The flowers grow outwards, covering the whole meadow. Nothing grows against time and space. Only along its ley lines can nature progress.
It's about the suzerain. He's counting on me.
It seems to me you are in need of a warning. Here it is. It is absolutely possible to return to the past. You just need to take a ticket to Seregli Island, the southernmost of the Semenan Archipelago, also known as Ile de Fantôme, and walk into Pale.
Ooh.
Let it dither and rot your mind. Then you can marinate forever in your irreversible defeat, while race enemies laugh at your motionless, gap-mouthed corpse.
No. This does not sound inviting.
True.
Where would you even get a ticket? You can't just pack your bags and leave. Finally, a chance to connect with the divine. It gets very cold in the office, like in a desert after the nightfall.
Why do I feel like there's a catch?
There is no catch. You will get what you want. The rule is a cruel master, but it is not Pale. Pale takes your mind and rejects the flesh. It is capricious and terrifying, like a virgin. You will lose your courage before her face. Go have a look. The white-haired protein mass at the intersection. A lorry driver. Impossible to miss her if you're even a half-decent cop.
I've talked to her.
And yet you're still obsessed with turning back time? After you've seen what it does to a man? A piece of advice? Stop fighting time and face the real antagonist. Face yourself, Poopa. It's a showdown every man must go through. We are done here. And remember, what happens in my mother's office stays in my mother's office. Quiet contemplation ends, biological rivalry resumes.
Okay. Oh, there's Kim.
Finally! I thought I'd have to come looking for you. What took you so long?
Time flies when you're in good company. Just how long was in there?
Couple of months? A year, maybe? What happened in there?
Shut up.
His serious, business-like tone doesn't waver for a second.
There's unbelievably manly.
Right. Did he teach you a way to turn back time?
Was it a mistake leaving him alone with that guy?
I learned no matter how someone always tougher.
Him?
His father. I think he had it rough.
Yes. I got that vibe from him too. Explains a lot. Everyone had it rough around here. It's a rough time, in a rough place. I'm not trying to belittle him, but find me a Revacholian who didn't have it rough. They don't exist.
Except perhaps people in Ozone.
Let's go now. It's getting cold and it's too late to put him in a foster home.
Too late to put him in a foster home. Face yourself in the mirror alone? I mean, I can. It is only 13:14. We need to wait till 22 to see about my gun. You guys don't talk to me. You're worthless. You're not worth anything. You won't talk to me. You're annoying. Goodbye. Oh.
A mirror hangs on. This idiocy has gone on too long. It's time to wipe that decadent.
I have to do it at my shack. Because he doesn't follow me in there. And then, I don't know what else we can do. This has to 70%. I just need to talk to people.
An old mirror hangs on the wall. This idiocy has gone on far too long. It's time to wipe that decadent homosexual grin off your face. Time to see yourself as you truly are.
I don't think I can do that. It's such a low thing that I don't think that I can do it. I don't know if I should try the white one first. I don't know. Oh well. Let us head back. I don't know what to do about getting in there. So, now that we know that Ruby is in... Oh, it's not this way. Is it this way? Ruby is in this building over here. That's the loading screen, so just very interesting. Let's go up here real quick. Let's check the... Because you can climb this ladder because there's a check mark up here. Like a place that you can go in. I don't think I can do the physical instrument one. I'm not a tough man.
The rusty ladder leads to the rooftop. The distance, in addition, the first... Okay, but what if you were to reconcept astral projection? Be open-minded about this.
I only have 1 point. Do I want to use it on that or this physical instrument one?
Behind the pipe, the maintenance door, rusted shut and half sunken in sand.
I don't know. I don't know which one I should do. Which one would get me there more? Physical instruments is 4. And then it was conceptualization is also 4. So, I mean, they're both the same. I don't know if we should do the drainage pipe or the teleportation. I don't want to like waste. Like waste it. Okay, let's try the teleport one. And let me make sure what it is before I put a point in there. Oh, it is...
The rusty ladder leads to the rooftop.
Square. Okay, let's look at what I have. And it's yellow. That's -1. +1. Reaction speed. This is -1. I don't want those on. You can have reaction speed, or we'll just put the reaction speed on. Okay. So where is that? This one. Let's try it.
The rusty ladder leads to the rooftop.
Hi. Let's see.
All you need to do
Yay!
is close your eyes and concentrate. Darkness enfolds you. You can feel the distance between the bench and the first rung of the ladder. All you need to is... Zoot, zap, pow, crinkle. It's like magic. You feel yourself disappear. Your atoms fading out of existence.
Oh my god, I can't believe it.
Bam! You find yourself on the roof, having mastered the art of physical displacement.
I didn't get my
I
teleported.
just saw you climb the ladder. You just climbed it like a regular person.
I don't believe you.
No, not like a regular person. Like a phase spider. The wind at the top of the building starts howling loudly, blowing away the lieutenant's voice. Faintly you hear.
Never mind. Find a way to let me in when you get inside. Don't go adventuring without backup, especially if we think the suspect may be hiding here.
Oh. Well. We've made it somewhere, boys. And exploring that is gonna be something, but that's gonna have to be in the next episode. We teleported top of building. What can we say? We're pretty sick. In the next episode, we're gonna explore it and hopefully not die. So, I'll see you guys next time. Y'all have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.